the coach. You're locked into the NFL.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They're led onto the field by the former third-round pick back in 2012, and that's the quarterback, Nick Foles.
Love his build, love his arm. Had a Pro Bowl season with the Philadelphia Eagles, looking to scale those heights once again.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Foles. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's Foles. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Haskins on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen.
After the sack on 1st down, Haskins, that's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely is trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 12. Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. First carry for Darius Geis. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a run with Geis. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league. It's told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, Washington. Watch the run. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Haskins now off the bootleg. Eluding the and a big loss here as he's taken down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. And that would be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. This is caught.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Hey, here we go. I got you. 51. I'm coming.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Foles. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll look to throw here. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Sack, baby. Sack, baby.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Haskins, and he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And once more, he was looking for Alshon Jeffrey, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10. Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 40.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From the 38, Foles looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot, and if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there, and sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from the 20. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and went away. That'll be taken in the end. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2nd and long. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it. Complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
6-man. Check girl. Check.
Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the ball comes loose, and the Redskins scoop it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Good job, Steve.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
51 to mine. 51 to mine.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Something to watch here in Week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. On first down, they run with Howard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On second and a couple. Haskins to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
Let's put up, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Here's Foles. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 26, they'll line up on second and 4. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Let's go,
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second and 9, Foles. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. But now it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. This is taken around the 12. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Again, it's Howard. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offense. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on third down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid.
Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Giant, Landon Collins.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 35 on second down, Haskins. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's McLaurin. A gain of 6 there on first. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Running from the gun with Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Well, one of the few things that's gone right for them. Likely a little too late, but maybe a little feather in their cap.
I think so, and to me, they played that play without looking at the scoreboard, without worrying about where they were in the score, because things haven't gone right, as you noted, for them much of this game, but they gave great effort there and picked up a defense that's had its share of troubles in this one.
From the 41, Foles. And that is incomplete here. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Foles.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It can cost your team.
They'll drop to throw, and his pass incomplete.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll look to throw here. And Ingram hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 38-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Another try after the first down sack. Foles finds his tight end Ingram. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot. Going to bring up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And here come the Redskins now. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Geis. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now the rookie's free. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. On the ground, Geis. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. Third down here. They'll look to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8. Face after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run the draw here with Pumphrey, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it